What's going on, my Goombas? Can you hear me? Testing, testing, 1, 2. I don't even know if I'm doing this right. Can anybody hear me? Testing, testing. Haha, you can hear me. Great. That means I linked up the microphone right. The lavalier. I guess I better put this here. Can everybody hear me? I just got out of the gym. I'm trying to set things up here. Hold on a second. I'll be right. Whoa, hold on a second here. Jeez. Give me a second. This is my first time doing this, so bear with me here. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm so hungry, I'm so hungry. All right. Feel free to chime in. I'm trying to work things out here. All right. Let me ask once again, can everybody hear me? Testing, testing. Everybody can hear me? I had to make sure that I linked up the mic with the transmitter. Transmitter, receiver, you know? This is new. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Danielle, what am I eating? Well, I just got out of the gym. I just had some BCAAs. I made myself some tuna with some rice cakes. Got to get some protein in, you know? Got some blueberries. This is my Amazing Goomba's all-purpose sauce and gravy. That's the original. I'm totally out of the Romano cheese. I actually made a pre-dinner before I went to the gym. Made a nice plate of pasta. You might have seen it. That was awesome. So then I went to the gym, I exercised, and now I got to eat again, you know? Okay. Then we got the Goomba's all-purpose barbecue salsa. Awesome stuff. And then, of course, we got the Goomba's hot barbecue salsa, all-purpose salsa. All right, so we are gonna have some fun. Let me see something here. I'm actually playing around with the lighting here. I actually have a production team behind the scenes that I'm gonna be using for videos. But I also went out and I bought a light ring so that I can do some videos on my own when I want to. So I'm kind of just playing around with this right now. But I am here to entertain you as well. You know, I want to bring my highly valued loyal Goombas much better content, you know, with the the Gumba's products and actually, like, you know, cooking as well, you know? So I'm kind of getting things set up here, just kind of, you know, feeling it out, you know? Man, I am starving. Oh, man. So good. I'll have to show you how I do my tuna. All right. Hold on. I'm back. Oh, man. I'm so hungry, my Goombas. I'm sorry. I had a really great workout, and I really worked up an appetite, you know, so pardon me if I'm eating in front of everybody. It's so good. Hold on a minute. All right. Tonight's video is brought to you by Goombas from the Sauce Fella. The Goombas brand of sauces and salsas, which are in the grocery stores and other retail locations. You can tell this is my first time using this equipment here, so I'm trying to get the lighting right. See, if you're going to get technical, there's like a little bit of a shadow. I got to get more lights, I guess. So let me share with you a little story about the rice cakes, actually, that I'm using for my on top of the what do you call it, the tuna that I'm putting on top of the rice cakes. Pretty interesting, right? Okay, so hold on a second. All right, so this rice cake that I'm using right here is actually made from brown rice, okay? Now, when I first started using rice cakes, okay, and listen, I don't want to give anybody the wrong idea. I don't really have any restrictions on food. I just like to eat a lot of different things. Anyway, so I got into these rice cakes, right? And it's interesting when you pay attention to the rice cakes, even the rice cakes, depending on the rice cake that you buy, you could have a totally different animal. So the very first rice cakes that I was using, the one rice cake was only 35 calories, okay? Which is really low, okay? You got to eat like a bunch of them. 7 grams of carbs, right? Or no, 14 grams of carbs. I think it was 14 grams of carbs. And they were very weak. They were very like airy, okay? And so when I was using those rice cakes to do like my my tuna, rice cake thing that I just showed you, okay? And I'm going to show you again, what I'm going to do here. They were so brittle and they were so airy, and I'm like, these really are not that good. Okay, so then I found these really good rice cakes that are double the amount of calories, like double the amount of carbohydrates, but they're much more compact and like pressed together. So you have a much more, calorie dense product. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I only got 2 hands here, but if you can see what I'm doing, right? As I'm putting the tuna on this rice cake. I'm eating a whole can of tuna. I might even have another can because it's only like 220 calories and it's only like 30 grams of protein, which is really not a lot. Anyway, as you could see with the tuna that I've done tonight, I mix in the mayonnaise and a little bit of lemon juice, and that's it. But see, when I was using the other rice cake, when I put the tuna on top, it basically just crumbled and broke because it was so light. So being, like I said, with this rice cake, that it's so much more dense and heavier, more compact, I got a lot more success with this rice cake. And, when I start doing more of these food videos, my Goombas, I'll let you know, like, what brands that I'm using so that, if you want to go out and do the same thing that I'm doing, then, you know which one you should get, Man, that's so good. So good. Hold on. All right, so Pat says, wouldn't you rather have a calzone with Goombas poured over it? Yes, Pat, for your information, I do that. I eat pasta. I could show you my cupboards at some point, my cabinets. I got pasta, I got sauce, I got tortilla chips, I got all that stuff. But I'm trying to reach some goals. And when I say goals, I'm talking about overall good health. A lot of people don't know that I used to have the type 2 diabetes, right? And I actually got rid of that because I control it through my diet and exercise, okay? So I think at some point my A1C was like 7 or 8. A couple months ago, I got it checked out. It dropped down to a 6, okay? And I got it checked about 2 months ago. Now it's like a 5.8, So when I say to you that I have goals not really so much physique, but more of like just overall good health, I think as we age, you definitely got to pay attention to that stuff, like the high blood pressure, the type 2 diabetes, metabolic syndrome. And mind you that I was eating all of those carbohydrates, Taste of Sicily, like cannolis and pasta and sandwiches and strombolis and all those things, and I still am dropping my A1C. So, when you talk about a calzone or a pizza, or cannolis, a lot of that has to do with timing. And so I prefer to eat those types of foods way earlier in the day. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to have a lot of fun. The idea about me doing these videos is to show you a lot of different recipes. And one of the things that you'll learn and that we will learn and that I've been learning all throughout, the past couple years is, eat the stuff that you want, but you just vary it. You vary maybe the portion size. And, you know, but I don't have any restrictions. I eat what I want. So don't get the wrong idea. I'm not a gym rat and I'm not a health nut where, you know, oh, I can't eat this, I can't eat that. I just watch my portions, but I eat whatever I want. You know what I'm saying? All right, so the sugar in your sauces, my boyfriend can't have because of diabetes. Well, look, Stephanie, it's all about portion control, and it's about how you know, eat and how your schedule is. I mean, look, I do a lot of personal things that, you know, probably most people are not like me. I do intermittent fasting. My personal best record for fasting is 5 days. 5 days. So I've gone 120 and a half hours. It's not uncommon for me to fast 18 hours, 20 hours, 24 hours. I love fasting because it allows me to allow my body to heal itself. You become much more insulin sensitive. And, you know, I'm actually amazed. You know, fasting is so powerful that I can't even believe a lot of the stuff that I eat. Like I said, at Taste of Sicily, you know, I'm eating cannolis and pizza and sandwiches, and my A1C went from like high 7s and 8s, and I'm down to like a 5.8. And I was actually a little bit concerned because I'm like, oh crap, you know, my A1C is maybe going to be high, but the last time I got it checked, it's like a 5.8. And I think a 5.4 is considered normal. So I am not far away from, you know, my ultimate goal of just, you know, and by the way, I'm all for all prescription meds. 0 medicines, right? I achieved it. I've done it, you know. I go to a lab where I get my vitamin D checked. I get my A1C checked. I got my testosterone checked. I mean, I'm telling you, for my age, my stuff is really good, really good. All right, so Pat says, good stuff, Mike. I do 18 hours of fasting. That's great. 18 hours is great. Most people can't go 3 or 4 hours before they start to tap out, and then they've got to eat something. But hey, if you got fat stores, you got a lot of energy storage just, you know, waiting to be utilized, you know? On days you are fasting, do you consume any protein drinks? No. Well, when I fast, I'm actually, I'm not taking in anything except for water. Now, when I break a fast, if that's what you mean, then yes, I definitely take in protein. But my protein shakes are not like the ones that you buy in the stores. I actually make my own protein shakes. And we're going to get into that too, because I want to share with the world the protein shakes that the Sauce Fella does, you know? Yes, all the Gumba's products, absolutely love it. All right, I'm reading your comments here as well. How much water do you normally drink a day? That averages anywhere between a half a gallon to a gallon. And if I'm fasting long term, it's actually closer to like 140 ounces, which is even over a 1 gallon, you know? Man, I'm so hungry though. I'm trying to talk here and eat at the same time. You can fast with water as well as black coffee. Yeah, you know, I've done black coffee as well. But I think my success when I was doing that 5 days, I don't even think I had any coffee. It was just water, electrolytes. I was taking in some potassium, magnesium, and that kind of stuff, you know? But you could go ahead and chime in, ask questions, comment. I'm going to try to scarf this down. I'm so hungry. But we're going to have some fun, my Goombas. I've been wanting to do these videos for a long time, and we're going to get into it like really soon here. Do I take vitamins? Yes. I take very good, high quality multivitamin. And also I found out I got my vitamin D checked about 6 months ago, and it was in the tank. I mean, it was like at 20, which is horrible. It's absolutely horrible. So, you know, vitamin D, it's not actually a vitamin. It's actually a hormone. So basically now I'm taking, you know, vitamin D supplements. I'm taking about 7,000 a day. I was taking 10,000, but I lowered it a little bit. And last time I got that checked, I'm about around 41. That actually needs to be between 80 and 85. So I'm working on getting that up. Vitamin D is absolutely critical. And Pennsylvania sucks as far as getting the vitamin D from the sun. So you got to go down, I forget what point it is as you go down the coast, where the sun is much better, where you're getting the UVA and the UVB, with the UVA and UVB rays or something like that, where you need both rays where your body can absorb and get the, your body can produce the vitamin D, you know? Very important, very important. Oh man, that felt so good to get that in. Got some fresh blueberries. Low glycemic. It's like 9:47. I don't know. If I go to sleep around 11-ish, maybe 12. If you take in too many carbohydrates right before you go to right before you go to bed, it will turn your testosterone, the release of testosterone and the release of HGH, human growth hormones, it'll turn it off. Because when you're having sugar and insulin spikes, when the sugar and insulin spikes are up, your testosterone and HGH release actually turns the switch off. And we don't want that, you know? All right, so what is your most mic-friendly item on Taste of Sicily menu right now? I would say it has to be the cheesesteak. Yeah. And I say the cheesesteak because the cheesesteak is very high quality, and I actually searched very diligently for that cheesesteak. The cheesesteak that Taste of Sicily uses has absolutely no fillers. It has some sodium and something else. There's only like 2 or 3 ingredients. You will not find a better steak around, not for a cheesesteak. Yeah, it's the protein in that steak is very, very good. And when I was searching for the different cheesesteaks, there was another one that we used to use, which really the quality was not that good. And I wanted to use a very good steak, so then I found one, and that's what we use. All right, Mike, when are your sauces coming to Jersey? Carol, we have distribution. If you can get me some names and numbers of like some stores and managers, I can make it happen like that, because I already have distribution set up. I'm ready to rock and roll. And by the way, for those who don't know, or for those who may not know, we're already moving skids of product. So you Goombas, I really appreciate your loyalty and you requesting the Goombas brand because it's working. I mean, we're growing, and it's just a matter of connecting with the store and either the store manager or the store owner or also the corporate office. You know, we're shipping stuff all over the place already, you know? Was asked not to come back. Huh. I don't know what happened there, Joanne. That was my favorite too. Missed coming there, but was asked not to come back. I don't know what happened there. All right. Let me see here. Yeah, Traders or ShopRite. Yeah, I'm actually already in communication with some of these stores that people are mentioning. You know? Huh. I really want to give a shout out to all my Goombas because you Goombas are so faithful and loyal. I mean, you know some of the story about some of the stores that I lost, but I got to tell you, business is going really, really good. Really good. So I'm very grateful, to say the least. Awesome. Totally awesome. Yeah, so if you have any other comments or questions, drop them now because I'm going to get off of here soon. I got to get a shower and get ready for bed, and I got like a lot of work to do. Believe me when I tell you, I just, there's so much going on. It's crazy. Do you have anything gluten-free at the restaurant? Yes, we have a gluten-free pizza that we actually get in. So the shell is gluten-free. The sauce is gluten-free, and then so is the cheese. And usually, all of the meats are gluten-free, like, you know, the pepperoni. I'm not sure about the sausage or the ground beef. But anyway, look, my Goombas, I'm so grateful for every single one of yous, right? I'm going to start to wind this down. Please, please continue to request the Goombas brand. Next month, I got a big surprise for everybody. Wait till you hear this. There's going to be cheering in the streets. Next month, we got something big that's getting ready to pop. And it's already a done deal. This is not, you know, maybe, or I hope so, or gee, I wish. This is confirmed, and it's going to happen, and nobody's going to stop it. Nobody. So, I'm so excited. I'm so excited, and I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting patiently. I've been waiting so patiently. And now I'm licking my chops. You know, my mouth is just drooling because it was confirmed and it's going to happen. And I'm so grateful. I am so grateful. Are we opening another restaurant? No. We're not opening up another restaurant. This has to do with the expansion of the Goombas brand. Yes. Right here is where it's at. Goomba's all-purpose sauce and gravy. No chemicals, no preservatives. Extra virgin olive oil. Fresh onions, not frozen. Great for chicken, veal, eggplant, parmesan, strombolis, calzones, meatball sandwiches, steak sandwiches. Add it to your chili base. Great for your cabbage rolls, stuffed peppers, Did I say mozzarella sticks and breadsticks? Yeah, it's a great pizza sauce. I mean, this is it right here. And I got so many stories about people, you know, my Goombas, my customers, when they buy this sauce, and this is a solution sauce. When you have Goombas, well, it's like you would tell your girl, baby, I'm all you need. Because it does everything. It does everything. You know what I mean, my Goombas, you know what I mean. I'm keeping it clean here, but you get the idea. It's just an amazing sauce. And, you know, the idea and the ideology behind the Goomba sauce was when I had my pizzeria. You know, I used to make a marinara, I used to make a pizza sauce, I used to make a pasta sauce, I did all these different things. And I just got tired of making all these different sauces. And so this background flavor that Goombas has is the ultimate because it literally works for everything. You have to understand that when I had my pizzeria, and you know, this is back in 2004, when I had Authentic Pizza, and I had that for, I don't know, was it 4 or 5, like about 6 years, right? Yeah, because I got out of it at the end of 2010. So the idea of Goombas was to come up with that ultimate sauce that was great for everything. And this sauce has it. You know, some of my competitors out there, they actually have tried to latch on to the ideology that I promoted from the get-go. Like, this sauce is all-purpose. Like, if you got Goombas, you could do a lot of different things. And it has the background flavor that backs up what I'm talking about. And, I mean, think about it. I have my own pizzeria, so I know what I'm talking about. Like, I use this for my pizza and for all my dinners, mozzarella sticks, breadsticks. I mean, this is the sauce. Of course, a few years later, after I came out with the original, I did come out with the Goombas Romano cheese for those who like the cheese. And again, the Romano cheese version of Goombas, no fillers whatsoever. No potato starch, no cellulose powder. I use a very, very good, high quality Romano cheese for the Goombas Romano cheese version, which I'm out of because I used it today in that pasta dish that I made that I posted a picture of, you know, on my Facebook earlier in the day. So there it is. That is the gold standard. Look, made in America. I'm a small business owner. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that, you know? And then, of course, we got the Goombas all-purpose barbecue salsa. It's phenomenal. My salsas are great for hot dogs, hamburgers, excuse me, fajitas, tacos, taco salads, added to your chili base. This is basically a barbecue sauce, proprietary blend, by the way. You're not going to find, you know, the barbecue sauce on any store shelf because it's proprietary. Goomba's barbecue salsa. It's a barbecue sauce, again, proprietary, you know, recipe, and a salsa combination. And I'm telling you, once you have this, once you have the Goomba's barbecue salsa, you ain't going back to regular salsa. Believe me when I tell you. Believe me when I tell you. This is amazing. Of course, it's great for your favorite tortilla chips. The Goomba's mild is like really a 0 to a 1. It's not hot at all. But then the hot is about, depending on your hot heat index threshold that you can withstand, I'd say it's anywhere between like a 5 and 7, you know? Yeah, Matt says you can eat it right out of the jar. I actually do that sometimes. I actually have customers that do that as well. I have Goombas that do that. By the way, a whole jar of Goomba's salsa is only 450 calories, just so everybody knows. So, now, you know, I always bring this up at some point in the video, and even with my, continued posts. But please continue to request my amazing Gumba's products wherever you shop. And it doesn't matter, grocery store, automotive place. It doesn't matter. Like, I got so many locations coming on board that aren't even grocery stores. It's pretty awesome, actually, Yep. It's pretty awesome. Give me a second here, my Goombas. I'll show you what you can do with the salsa. Not just with tortilla chips, but also you can, use potato chips as well. See that? Man. It's a very rich, thick, and hearty salsa as well, okay? Somebody had to talk about my salsa. Now I'm gonna have some. So good, so good. See that? So good, so good. Wow. I could eat this whole jar if I wanted to. I love this stuff. Oh my gosh. Wow. Once you have the Gumba salsa, believe me, you're gonna be like, wow. It's awesome. All right, Michelle, I'll look into that. Thank you. Man. This is so good, so good. The thing about the Gumba salsa, the flavor profile is off the charts. I mean, when you have this, as we say, forget about it. Wow. Man. I gotta put some chips on a paper plate here. Give me a second here. Oh, man. Oh, whoa. Man. Not good, not good. Hold on a second here. Jeez. I stepped on the wire. I knew that was going to happen. Hold on. Give me a second here. Jeez. All right, there we go. We're back. Get this light organized here. That ain't gonna work. There we go. Okay. Shut up. All right, so any news from Tom's Riverside in Knox, PA? Are they going to carry it? I got to reach out to them. I took a snapshot of that information just the other day, Julie. So I'm still working on it. It's just, believe me when I tell you, it's crazy. There's so many new stores coming on. Did everybody see the Westie out in Hamburg? they actually got a huge rack of the Gumba's product right in their, what is it? It's right where you go in for the takeout. Huge rack, huge rack. This stuff is so addictive, so addictive. If anybody's looking for my salsa, I will tell you, Shady Maple has a ton of it. They just got a shipment in. Shady Maple Farm Market. The Dutch Ways have a good, they just got another order. Let me see here. Weaver's in Denver. I believe that's Reading. They have some. But believe me when I tell you, get it as soon as you can because it doesn't last long. So good, so good. Wow. I wasn't even planning on eating any of this tonight. Wow. Hold on. All right, my Goombas. So listen, that's all I got for you. Have a great evening. Thank you very, very much for your support. This is kind of just a little test. I'm just setting up here. You know, I got this like cell phone ring. And let me see here. IB shouldn't have put corn in it. I can't understand what you're saying, Wendy. IB shouldn't have put corn in it, Mike. I don't get that. All right. All right, my Goombas. We will be in touch. I'll let you go. And thanks again for your support. I'm very excited about what we're going to do. And we're just continuing to expand. I'm really so grateful, you know, my Goombas. You should have put corn in the salsa. Wendy, there is corn in the salsa. Hold on a second, I'll show you. There is corn in the salsa. See it? It's in there. See? That is so good. And there you go, my Goombas. All right, thanks again for your support. Continue to request. Oh, by the way, Desiree, I know you're up in the Wilkes-Barre, Scranton area. How you doing, Desiree? Anybody that's up in the Wilkes-Barre, Scranton area, we are in all the Garrity's markets. So share. If you don't see the Goomba's brand in whatever Garrity's, they're simply out of it because they carry it. I just delivered up there like a week ago. So I know Lucerne is stocked up. I'm not sure about the other Garrity's, but all the Garrity's markets carry the Goomba's brand. So again, if you don't see it, just talk to the store manager or the grocery manager because it's in there, it's in the system. They're probably just sold out, which again, This happens a lot. And also, okay, Sunshine is saying come to Hanover. I'm working on that. I'm already working on that. So, like I said, I'm very grateful to all you Goombas. You Goombas need to be commended. And I am so very grateful for every single one of you Goombas, whether you buy 1 jar or whether you buy a case, 4 jars, you know, whatever. I'm so grateful. Please continue to request the Goombas brand. We're continuing to grow and we're getting in places that I never was before. Come to the West Shore. No problem. Just request us and we can do that, you know? Listen, remember, and I've always been saying this, you know, I'm saying this a lot lately. Distribution is not a problem. Distribution is not an issue. We got the trucks. We got the distribution. I'm waiting on something if it goes through. We're talking another, you know, 10, 15 states coming on board. So please keep requesting the Goombas brand. Is there a list of all locations that carry Goombas? Yes, Michelle. If you go to my Goombas Facebook, there is a list there. Now, again, it doesn't have all of the stores listed, but it has a lot of them listed. We got a lot going on. It's really, you know, tough kind of trying to keep up with everything, but, you know, we're continuing to get better and better. As more and more locations come on, you know, it's just, you know, we got to produce more, hold more inventory, and just continue to, you know, ship it wherever we can, you know, wherever we need to go. That's pretty much it. See you in the next video, my Goombas. Have a great evening. Thanks for reaching out. Thanks for your continued support. Arrivederci.